We welcome on board Rajesh Jain, the CFO at RR Kabel, joining in on the show right now. Rajesh, hi, morning. Good to have you on ET now. Just, going by your numbers, your EBITDA margins have seen a sharp improvement all the way to over 8% now from the 4.7% earlier. Tell me what contributed. Was it operating leverage, pricing, product mix shift?
Yeah, good morning. We have seen a very good improvement, and this is in line with our plan, what we have done in the beginning of the year, that we should improve our margins to around 8.5% EBIT margins in wire and cable, and overall 8%. And as you have seen, we have achieved those backed by our very strong growth in wire and cables.
So it's been a very good quarter for you. Mr. Jain, if you could help us understand on the profitability front, that has seen a sharp spike. It's more than doubled in the quarter gone by. If you could help us understand how sustainable is this level of profitability for the remaining quarters of the financial year?
So to be precise, if you see, last year was not normal. So this year, and when you compare with last year, my overall margins were in the range of 7.5% at wire and cable, and now we are in the range of 8.4% and overall around 8%, which is in line with our yearly planning and also what we have guided at the beginning of the year. And so these are sustainable and regular margins, and will keep improving in the second half of this year.
Okay, and let's talk about your volumes. Mr. Jain, your guidance for the full year is at 18% for wires and cables. Are you sticking to that guidance?
Yes, we are there.
Okay, so that's okay.
And this is, as you have already seen, we have done fairly good in first half of the year, and in the remaining year also we will do and achieve the same.
Okay, and while we're talking about your segments, let's move away from wires and cables and talk about FMEG. By when, if you could help us with a timeline, do you expect this to achieve break-even, and what is your growth outlook for FMEG?
By year end, we are expecting by Q4 of FY26 we'll achieve break-even in our FMEG business also. Though in the first half we have seen due to some challenges at industry level due to longer monsoon, we have seen a little bit less growth, but still we were the best in the industry by achieving least impact on our margins as well as revenue concern.
Right. The other thing I wanted to talk about was export contribution, because that's also risen about almost 27% of the revenues. What is your targeted export share and focus regions, say, over the next 2 to 3 years?
So the good part that we are the largest and biggest exporters of wire and cable, and 27% is a really good ratio, but still it may fluctuate since we are focusing on my domestic as well as export market. So this may change, mix can be in the range of say 27 to 30% by year end.
Okay, and let's talk about your raw material. Now with copper prices also recently touching record highs and they're continuing to be very fluctuating in nature, do you foresee any margin pressure in the coming quarters on the back of this copper pricing?
No, we do not see what will happen. Since though, of course, we have seen a very upward trend, there may be volatility also, but we'll keep focusing on our expanding our distribution network, volume growth, and maintaining our margins there.
Right, and talk to us about your capex plan. It's about 300 crores for FY26. If you could give us a breakup of how much has been utilized or how much is left and what's the deployment plan?
So we have overall capex of 1,200 crores over the next 3 years. Out of this, within this year, out of 300 crores also we are on the track, and majority of our capex is as per our plan only. And by year end, we'll achieve or we'll expand this 300 crores as planned.
Okay, great to have you on the show. Thanks for taking the time out and highlighting what the earnings were for your company.
Thanks a lot.